Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Wayne, and today we are reacting to Brockhampton's Saturation Dose. I just reacted to Saturation 1. I'm ready to hop back in and immerse in the universe of the Saturation series. So without further ado, the first song is going to be Gummy. Let's not waste any time. This sounds very grand. And is this a Disney movie? I'm so confused.
These niggas take me for granted. What happened for
Oh my god, this flow. This beat reminds me a lot of Neptunes, like early Neptune stuff, because of just the simplicity of the instrumental. It's really nice. The bounce too. Oh, that whistle. You know how to get me, Brockhampton. Oh, kill this shit. He's just skating on this. Ooh, did he say fuck up his chakras? You fuck with Naruto, my nigga? Alright. That's hard. Still working for titles that makes entitled environments? Facts. Okay, so that was Gummy. That was hard, is what that was. What a way to introduce the album and kind of get people hype again to listen to some more Brockhampton. And yeah, I'm ready. Let's just jump into the next track. It's called Queer. This instrumental sounds like, and I'm gonna do this a lot whenever I'm reminded of something, I have to tell you, it reminds me of like early 2000s, like Lil Wayne, or just like music back then in general, where it was very straightforward instrumentals, and you know, the snare rolls, and I don't know, everything's just ridiculous right now. I don't know. That's that ludicrous flow. The bark sounds. Is that a chihuahua? You just gonna add some synths in there real quick? Is that what we doing? I like the vibe that they're giving me with this song, because this hook is so like not this generation, it's so last generation. A lot of those feelings I'm getting from this song. So that was Queer. I don't know why it was called that. But I fuck with the song. I really like the aesthetic that they're choosing to go with so far. I know that they're probably gonna switch it up at some point in time in the album, where what it did like last album. But yeah, man, I really fuck with it so far. That hook reminded me a lot of like early Eminem as well, and just the beat itself also reminded me of some early 2000s shit. So I'm with the aesthetic that they're going with. Let's see if they continue with it. So the next song's gonna be Jello. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Fuck me up, Brock. Fuck me up, Brockhampton. Oh my god. This is Eminem. Oh! He's skating on this shit. If the album continues to sound like this, this might be my favorite Brockhampton album that I've heard so far. If it continues to sound like this, we'll see. This is great. How can you not like this? This is just great. This is good rap, good instrumental, amazing flows. Yes. Oh, the bass switch on them. That's my favorite song so far, man. That instrumental really is what kind of threw that song over the top for me. It was just that type of beat encourages people to get real animated with their flows, and that just had Eminem written all over it, man. So I love it. Let's go into the next track. It's called Teeth. I've heard this sample somewhere else before. I think Earth Gang. Oh, the aggression, the anger. Oh my god. Why was that only 1 minute and 20 seconds? That was hard. I really like the flow, the aggression, the confidence in what he was saying. It sounded really good. Like his voice fit perfectly with that sample. And when that 808 came in, oh man, I thought some crazy shit was gonna happen. And then I saw it was only 1 minute and 20 seconds. What are you doing, Brockhampton? Next song is Swamp. Oh, that whistle reminds me of Snoop Dogg so much. Oh! Nah, you know what? This instrumental reminds me of Wiz Khalifa, actually. This instrumental was too smooth. Oh my God. Activist in my baby bottle? No. It's crazy the amount of different vibes and like styles they could give you and it'd be accepted, because if this was one person, a lot of people would accuse this person of biting other artists and, you know, saying that they wear their influences on their sleeves. But since it's a group of people, for some reason it just feels right. I don't know why. I don't know how to explain it. They been talking down on me. Huh, what you say? There goes that inflection. That's fire. That's a really creative flow. So that was Swamp. Really good song. I feel like I'm a broken record at this point because the flows are great. The instrumental's great. The song, the vibe that it gives you, the beat almost reminded me of something I would hear off of Taylor Allardyce by Wiz Khalifa. It was just a really nice vibe, but the flow, the approach that they took was way different. And I fuck with that song a lot. So let's jump into the next. Oh, it's a skit. It's called Scene. This nigga lying again? Hey, yo, get this lying ass nigga off this album, bro. Like, this 2 albums in a row, bro. I have no idea what this nigga's saying, but I know this nigga lying about something. And that leads into the song Tokyo. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. Okay, so I know I'm comparing them to a lot of different people, but the vocalist on here reminds me a lot of when Justin Timberlake stacks his vocals on Future Sex Love Sounds. That's what this sounds like. Ooh. This is different. Okay. I like the effects that they put on the main vocal. There's a lot of detail in this beat because there's these vinyl cracks at the top of the whole entire song that kind of just tickle your ear while you're listening to the song. And I don't know how I feel about that. But let's just keep it going. New house off iTunes. Flex. Oh. He's skating on this shit. Let me tell you what I like about the hook. The hook is very simplistic, but I like the way that they sang the hook, like the main vocals, because like they're singing on key but not really, so it's really offsetting to the ear, but it kind of matches with the instrumental because the instrumental is not normal at all. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on in the background, so I really fuck with it. It creates kind of like an atmosphere that wasn't present on some other songs, so I'm with it. Oh, now they're adding in sounds. That synth is amazing. I'm a sucker for synths, man. What can I say? You know what I like about a lot of the songs here, like on the longer cuts, is that they usually always end with the instrumental kind of having a breakdown or, you know, kind of fading out with some extra elements added into it. I really mess with that because not a lot of songs do that nowadays. A lot of songs just kind of end abruptly. And I'm glad that they took the artistic approach to kind of even take control of the instrumental side and make sure that that's just as creative as what they're doing vocally. So that was Tokyo. I really fuck with that joint. Let's go into the next track. It's called Jesus.
I tripping, I fell, still think I'm living in Austin. Remember when I was tripping off some whack shit? I ain't a Drake ass nigga. I'm more like Troye Sivan with a whole lot of melanin.
This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh man. This piano, man, the piano is just, every time they hit the keys, it's just punching my soul and making me feel something, man. And the vocals that are over this beat are just so smooth and amazing, and they mesh so well. The mixing on it is great, and I really like the almost spoken wordish verse. I also hate that this song is 1 minute and 20 seconds, but whatever. That was Jesus. I really fuck with that joint. The next track is Chick. You know what? I'm starting to realize a trend. They always have a whistle in the background. They like always have a whistle in the background in these instrumentals. I like that. It feels really organic when people do that. Like they add in like their fuck ups. And he probably did that on purpose, but I fuck with that heavy.
Place aiming with their keyboard. They shooting uppercase.
Yup.
I'm looking toward
They shooting uppercase.
Cause keep praying. Cause niggas talk big to that price on their head.
Yup. When it gets real, they don't got nothing to say. I put the coon in tycoon. Stop it. See, they always add something extra. Please make the bass drop. Please. That was Chick, and that's the example of how an ending can take a song from here to here. Because had they just ended it abruptly or just had it fade out on that song, it wouldn't have left the same impact or the want to go back and listen to it. But because they broke it down and they took the time to be creative, now that song is one of the songs that I would go back to. The replay value just went up quite a bit. So the next song is going to be Junky. This beat, this beat's about to be filthy. Oh my goodness. This instrumental, his flow, fuck me up, Brockhampton. I'm ready. What? This song is so in your face and outlandish. It's so ridiculously honest and brutal. Like, I can see people being uncomfortable with the song because they're not comfortable with themselves. But I'm with it. This shit is fire. Oh no. Don't do it. Oh, they went a different route with it, and I'm glad they did. The creativity in Brockhampton is on another level, man.
I don't trust nobody because they don't deserve intervention. I need an exorcism.
I need an intervention. You need an exorcism? Here he goes. That flow right there. Oh, that's filthy. So that was Junky. I mean, that song was just everybody talking about their vices, really. You know, how their vices either affect them or affect the people around them. But if that song wasn't one of the hardest songs on this album, man, dude, I need a break. So that I'm glad y'all put a scene after that so I can breathe a little bit. Scene number 2. Yo, y'all gonna stop putting this lying ass nigga on y'all's albums, bro. I don't like that nigga. Next song is gonna be so the next song is gonna be Fight. Oh man, that synth changing speakers, the build up, just so much happening at the same time. If it drops right here, oh my god, insane. Like, what? I feel like I'm playing Prince of Persia. And then so that was Fight. I fuck with that song. I like the verses that they had at the very beginning. The instrumental breakdown near the halfway point of the song was actually like really anthemic and awesome and great, especially when the beat dropped. It reminded me a lot of like Prince of Persia. The sample specifically, it made me feel like I was playing Prince of Persia Sands of Time. Shout out to y'all if y'all know what game I'm talking about. But man, that song was fire. That song is fire. I don't see that song having a lot of replay value for me because it takes about 2 minutes for it to get into the actual beat drop. So I think it served its purpose for being on the album, but as far as replay value goes, I'm probably listening to other songs before that one, but it's still a good joint. The next song's gonna be Sweet. Instrumentals are insane, man. There's a beat with the that sample in the background just kind of keeps the momentum going. It's great. Once again, real strong Eminem vibes from this instrumental. Not really the vocals on this one, but just the instrumental itself. Real strong Eminem vibes. I like that vocal switch. Just fade in and fade out. So the song's cool. It's real chill. I like the flows. It's cool.
It's funny how things can change. $300 to my name, led to Hollywood. I was living up ramen and shit.
See, that's that part that I think Brockhampton's really good at, is even if it gets to a point where the song is coming to an end, they still have to add in those last like parts that is just ear candy. You know, it doesn't necessarily contribute to the main concept of the song, but it's just ear candy for you to walk away with. It's like usually with the ending of songs, it's like, okay, they're gonna play the hook again, but with Brockhampton they do something different every time, and I fuck with it so heavy. So that was sweet. That was a really good song. Once again, not a song that has a lot of replay value for me, just because there's nothing that ties that song together, which is cool sometimes, but I don't know, like it just kind of got a little dull for me about halfway through. Still a good song though, but I think it's just a bit too long. It's close to 5 minutes. Yeah, so that was sweet. We're gonna go into Gamba Jamba Juice. More Black Eyed Peas vibes. It amazes me, Brockhampton's versatility, because they're so good at doing so many different types of styles. But when it comes to these songs, it's crazy how much they're able to capture that feeling that I had when I first listened to The End by Black Eyed Peas. This is the vibe that I get at least one song throughout each album that I've heard from them so far. And they just do it effortlessly. It's great. More auto-tune vocals. Another instrumental breakdown. Oh, that sounds so... So that was Gamba. Not much to say about that song. That song just felt good to listen to. Really easy to listen to. One of my favorites, actually. I really liked what they did with that one. Just because the instrumental and then that little bridge where he started singing it just sounds so good whenever he gets on a track. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just like his voice. So we're going to go into the next track. It's going to be Sunny. We're coming to the end of the album. Y'all are goofy as fuck, and this is really animated. I like that synth. Y'all know how I feel about synths. But what he's saying doesn't match with anything the instrumental's doing, but it works. Whenever the vocals come in, you got me. Touches my soul every time. Oh, wow. He's really not afraid to do whatever he wants on these instrumentals. So the ending of that song really saved the song for me. It's not that I didn't like the verse that Homeboy did. It's just, I don't know, really weird song to put near the end of the album, but I like the ending of it really nice. I guess it's going to lead into summer, because Sunny to summer, so we'll see. Next song, Summer, last track on the album. Let's get it. You already won me over. This is it. Yes. Yes. He sounds like somebody who's actually in a boy band, dude. The way he sings is so beautiful. Pause. I have not been saying pause this whole entire time. Oh, bringing the guitar. Fuck me up, Brockhampton. Bringing the guitar on me. Oh, the effects they have on the guitar. Oh. Oh. This just sounds right. It feels right. The way the instrumentals mix with the vocals, the effects on the guitar just fit real right. The panning of the drums, everything is done perfectly. Oh, not a guitar solo. Not a guitar solo. Amazing outro. Great outro. So that was Brockhampton Saturation 2. That last song is the perfect way to go out from this album. It was so well put together. The mixing of the track was great. The instrumental was great. The instruments that they use, like the guitar, and I also like the shaker being panned separately from the hi-hat and the left speaker. It just, everything worked properly and was exactly where it needed to be in the mix for it to give you that full feeling. You know, it was just beautiful, man. It was beautiful. So Saturation 2 as a whole, I feel a lot better about this one than I did about Saturation 1, because I feel like they were able to execute the ideas a lot better on this one than they were on the first one. The instrumentals were a lot more ambitious. I really like the way that they came together on a lot of the songs. And I got a real old school vibe from the first half of the album, like early 2000s, a lot of Eminem influence. A lot of those whistles remind me of early like Snoop Dogg back in the 90s. You know, there's just a lot of influence, and there was even some flows that reminded me of Ludacris, like Red Light District. So I don't know, man, I really enjoyed this project. There's not a lot that I didn't like. There were a few tracks that I did think were boring, like I said throughout the reaction, and they still have this lion ass nigga on all these scenes. But if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Really solid attempt. There's still a lot of room for improvement, I feel, with this project, just based on, you know, some of those tracks that got boring didn't have to be that long. And I feel like that's going to be to their detriment, that a lot of these songs, they're just a little bit too long, I feel. But I enjoyed this project. I could definitely see myself going back to more than half of this album for replay value purposes. So yeah, comment down below in the comment section if you enjoyed the album. Am I tripping with some of these songs that I didn't enjoy? And leave a like if you enjoyed watching the video. Subscribe for more weekly videos because I will be staying on top of this, and stay tuned for Saturation 3. Yeah, that's about it. So it's been real, guys. It's your boy Wayne, and peace out.